Welcome to Harper's Bazaar's Skin School. I'm Digital Beauty Director Bridget March, and I'm meeting with consultant dermatologist Dr Anjali Mahto to talk about keratosis pilaris today, aka KP, or chicken skin as it's rather unkindly referred to. It's something that I actually personally suffer from, but I'm making some headway with at-home treatments, and I'm going to find out a little bit more about other options. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Really well, nice to see you.
So today we're going to talk about KP.
Yeah, and lots to say about it as well.
So KP is something that comes up time and time again, quite often seen as like little red bumps on the skin. Can you explain to me what it actually is and what the causes of it are?
Yeah, absolutely. So keratosis pilaris is a really common dry skin condition, and it tends to occur because the hair follicles that we have on our arms or our thighs, the common places that you tend to get it, the skin cells in them aren't turning over properly. So what ends up happening is the skin cells actually block the hair follicles themselves, so you get a little bit of scaling and bumpiness as a result. Now, the main causes of KP are actually genetic. It's in your DNA, so you've probably inherited it. And it's very common in people that suffer with a background of eczema.
So what are the things that might be causing it that we're doing ourselves?
So often if you're using harsh soaps on the skin, they can very much dry the skin out. So when you're managing and looking after the skin, it's really, really important that you use really gentle cleansers, ideally fragrance-free, to stop the skin drying itself out. The second thing that you'll probably find is as the seasons change, particularly when you go into the winter months when it's colder, you put the central heating on, you start taking hot baths, hot showers, that's going to dry the skin out further.
So I suffer from KP myself. I've always kind of had it on and off on my arms. It's worse in winter. Yeah. And, you know, I heed the advice of people like yourself and dermatologists, so it's not looking too bad at the moment. I've been using gentle exfoliator and creams with urea in. So are these the kinds of treatments that you would recommend yourself?
Yeah, that's right. So it's important firstly to gently exfoliate the skin in the bath or the shower, and then once that's been done, to moisturize. So urea, salicylic acid, alpha hydroxy acids like lactic acid can all be really beneficial at sort of unblocking and unclogging that excess scale on the skin.
So would you recommend Ameliorate's Smoothing Body Exfoliant as a gentle exfoliator?
I would actually, and I really do like this one. I think it's quite good actually at shifting some of that scale and that bumpiness that you tend to see.
And why is it important not to use this sort of harsh scrub?
What's going to happen is you're going to irritate the skin, so the skin may itself actually become more dry rather than actually remove the scale itself. The second thing is for people that have got the background of eczema in association with their KP, it could flare their eczema up as well.
And in terms of moisturising, you said urea is important, so this CeraVe one's got 10% urea.
Yeah, and again, urea is a really useful ingredient when it comes to actually using kind of moisturising, particularly when it comes to KP.
Are there any other kind of treatments that can sort of treat the redness beyond actual products at home?
Yeah, so scaling aside, if you're moisturising properly and looking after the skin, the scaling will reduce and you might find that you've got red bumps or just redness or flat red areas left behind. And laser treatments, so things like pulse dye laser or light-based devices like intense pulse light can be quite good at shrinking down the blood vessels in the skin and reducing the redness that might be there.
And would you recommend seeing a dermatologist for that?
I would. It's important that you get the diagnosis right first. That's the first thing. The second thing is to make sure that actually your expectations are set correctly, because if the problem is the dryness and the scaling, the laser and the light will not help that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.